Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Efficient. This is the Line of Reasoning. I'm doing some special editions of the Line of Reasoning since my album, The Devil's Advocate, was just released yesterday, actually. Today's Saturday, the 8th of July. Don't know when I'm going to release this, but that's the recording date. Yeah, so I did One More Day when One More Day came out, the first single to the album. And as far as people who actually listen to this, which is few and far between, the people that do enjoyed it. So, like I said then, I want to do it for every song on the album. So here's the intro. This is the intro to the album I'm going to do. It's called Introspection. I'm like playing on words with it. I was supposed to, real quick before we get into that, I was supposed to do The Devil's Advocate, which was the second single and music video to the album, the title track. But I got busy and forgot. So we're just going to skip that one, which that one needs an explanation the most, honestly, because it's the most like fucked up song I've ever made. And I really wanted to like explain it and then put that out like the day or two after so people would be like, oh, that's what he means. Because I was getting a lot of feedback on it, like, just like, it's just funny. Music, like, I meant one thing, and some people understood what I meant, and some people were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Which, part of writing it in that way, in that space, was to get people to go, what the fuck? Like, I released that as a single and made a huge music. Oh my god, it is fucking hot in here. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. Jeez. Middle of July. It's fucking like 100 degrees outside. Anyways, and I have no water because I always come prepared. What was I saying? Yeah, I released it as a single on purpose. One, it's the complete opposite. I don't know why I'm talking about this in the introspection one. Get over it. No one watches this anyways. I can do whatever I want at this point. There's no rules. No one's going to be like, hey man, why are you talking about the Devil's Advocate in the Introspection video? Because no one watched the Introspection video. And if you watch the Devil's Advocate one, I'm not going to talk about Introspection. But I might title them both Introspection into the Devil's Advocate. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Anyways, I am sweating, and I'm going to lose my mind talking about this. But the album's out, so this is the next step. So I'm going to do it. Found a smidget in time to be able to come record this. So, what was I saying? Yeah, it's the complete opposite to One More Day, and it's really fucked up, and One More Day is more like, One More Day is kind of fucked up, but it's more like, yeah, like, my mom will listen to that song, as opposed to The Devil's Advocate, like, only like, I like Vinnie Paz and Immortal Technique fans are gonna like that song, which is good, because I want people that are into that music, because I'm into that music, obviously. I want them to hear it, so I made it a single. Didn't do as good as One More Day because I'm not in front of any hip-hop heads, like I've said before. Like I've said before in this podcast vlog, my fans are like my family. So until I can, I know once my music gets in front of the right audience, I'll do well. It's just getting in front of the right audience. Right now, I'm not in front of the right audience. I'm in front of like my second cousin, Tommy. I don't have a second cousin named Tommy, but you get the point. Second cousin Tommy doesn't bump fucking Jedi mind tricks and demigods. But once I get in front of people that do, they're gonna hear the Devil's Advocate and go, "What the fuck? This kid is insane." I know it. There's no way. There's no way it won't happen. So I just gotta figure out a way to do that. Anyways. This video is for introspection, so enough about the Devil's Advocate. That's my like guilt of not recording one for it. I will. It's track 12 on the album, so there's gonna be what, 9 if I'm doing this one. One More Day minus 12. I guess 10 more. 10 more videos, not including this one. So if you include this one, 11 videos before you get to hear about the Devil's Advocate, which is an interesting one. But I kind of fucked up and didn't do it. Introspection. Who produced it? We'll talk about that first. No one. It's a cappella. If you've listened to the song, you would know that. That there is no beat. I just rap with the devil next to me. Just kidding. No, but like there's like the devil undertone of every word I say. The reason I did that is it's the intro to the album. I wanted to paint the picture like I'm the devil's advocate, you know, just playing on that whole theme. And yeah, the reason I wrote it is, so I guess I'm gonna get into a little story here. What's new? I don't do. I guess I do a different version of it. But so I wrote this album fucking 2 years ago. Let's get that out of the way. When I lived, whatever, it doesn't mean anything. I wrote this album 2 years ago, and 2 years ago I was heavily into meditating every night for a minimum of like 15 minutes. I'd say 10 minutes. 15's exaggerating a little. Sometimes I'd do 30. Sometimes I would always do 10. So minimum is 10. Average, I'd say 15. If we're gonna be real here. I'm not trying to sound cooler than I am. So I was heavily into meditating. That was like, I got into meditating because of this fucking album. Like, I was so fucking pissed at all the things that kept going wrong. And this was like a year and a half ago, you know, when I wrote it. So I was fucking, damn, yeah, 2 years ago. It makes me like annoyed thinking about I wrote this shit 2 years ago and it came out yesterday. But whatever. It's like what I could write now is like better than this. Anyways, it is what it is. That's my story. So I was heavily into meditating, and I started meditating because I was so fucking angry about this album, and the producer that I was working with stole it from me. My old group fucked me over so badly. Like, I was just getting fucked left and right. And I started meditating to kind of just, like, let go. Like, I had so much going on at work. I think I quit my job for a month. It was crazy. It was a crazy time. So I like, kind of just, like, gave up my will, basically, and got heavily into meditating. Now, I still currently meditate, not as much, and not the same way. I used to, like, light candles and, like, it's different. I'm not like a Buddhist, like going, but I just like sit down, clear my thoughts, and just like chill. And I'll say like a mantra. Like there's this one mantra that I personally do that goes, what do I say? I usually do this in the shower now. Like I said, I used to get all into it, like light like 10 candles and sit in my living room with my dog Fudge. And he'd sit on the couch with me, and I go, you breathe in what you want to say, and then you breathe out like the bad or whatever. So I would breathe in, I say like 4 things now, currently. So in the shower I'll go, I'll breathe in, I am a good father. So this wasn't 2 years ago. It wasn't a dad, but I am a good father. I am a good husband. I will make it in hip hop. I am enough. Now, those are all things that I'm trying to be. So basically the science behind it is to speak into existence what you want to be or whatever. So I'm not too into like, oh shit, sorry, got distracted. I'm not too into like all you have to do is think it and then you get it. Like, I'm actually heavily against that. For whatever reason though, when I focus, because like, I'm going on a fucking tangent here. We're supposed to talk about introspection, but this is the reason I wrote it. So it all correlates. The reason for some reason, when my thoughts are only focused on like those 4 positive things, which I'm not always a good father, I'm not always a good husband. I haven't made it in music. Define made it. And I don't always think I'm enough. And I just got a text. Please call me ASAP. Sorry. cannot call you ASAP. I can call you as soon as I'm done rambling about this. What was I saying? So, yeah, I'm not a huge believer in like the secret law of attraction. Like that stuff, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna go on. I'm not gonna explore that right now. But for whatever reason, for Chad, for efficient, because I feel like I'm talking about the Chad part now. This isn't like hip hop, but this all flows into like who I am as efficient. So one time I was meditating on my couch with all the candles and shit, and I started thinking about grace. I started thinking about just like all this fucking crazy shit. I was meditating, just like it was just fucking hitting me, boom, 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 and I'm like, because the whole point of meditating is to like get your mind space neutral. Like you're not supposed to think, and if you do, it's supposed to be like just that one thing that you focus on into the distance. Oh, I am enough. I'm just kidding. I'm not. God. If this is the only video you see of me, you're gonna be like, oh my god, who is this fucking psychedelic weirdo? But this isn't. This is like such a small part of me, but it's a huge part of this song. So bear with me and listen to the other stuff if you think that I'm really into this stuff, because I'm not. I feel like I'm painting this picture like on this like my third eye. Oh, like I'm so not into conspiracy theory anymore. I used to be, which is why I still have like a piece of me in it, like Illuminati, all that. I used to be heavily into that shit, but I gave up because I can't even figure out my own life. Why am I trying to figure out the lives of millions? Know what I mean? How are we going to solve this social matter with millions of people dying of hunger? I'm like, how am I not going to eat? Sorry, I used to care about that stuff, but it's like, I gotta feed my daughter and my wife and me. So, I just, at one time when I was a kid, that was super interesting to me. Even though it was harder to eat then, honestly. But, those thoughts hit me. Boom, 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 boom. And I got up, and this was the first time. So, the whole album, not the whole album, like, 90% of the album I wrote on a pen and pad, which I always have on me. Boom. Can you see it? Is it gonna focus? Is my camera good enough? It says Chad, in parentheses, efficient rhyme book. This is my rhyme book full of rhymes. I lost one, left it at a studio, some other freaking dork producer who couldn't do it. And I still have to go get that. But, which has a lot of good songs I wrote, and then I'm like, fuck. I started thinking about a few, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go get those. What was I saying? So yeah, I started writing it down, and it just fucking flew out of me. There was no song structure. Strong structure or song structure. There was no song structure. There was no beat to write to. There was no anything other than the like what's the meditation music that I play on YouTube or whatever. And me, and I started writing. Oh, actually, so I guess the phone wasn't. I wrote it on my phone, and you can't play it from YouTube. So maybe it wasn't playing. It was just me and a fucking candle in a dark room, and I remember it so vividly. And I was like writing it, and I just started writing all this shit, boom, 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 boom. And then I like sat up, like, oh my god, like I'm fucking going, and then next thing you know is like, holy shit, this could be the intro to the album. And yeah, it was, and is, and became it. Because I was like, I'm not going to put a beat to it. And then I was like, what if it's like... God. It was like, oh my goodness, what if we put like reverb on it? Did I say oh my goodness? I just got a text that said oh my goodness. Did I say oh my goodness? I don't know. I'm fucking losing my mind. I did not think, oh my goodness. But I got a text that said that. Yeah, where was I? So yeah, and then I was like, I'm heavily into DMX. DMX is like one of my favorite artists of all time, and I loved how he did the prayer skits and the conversation, and then they'd flow into like the Angel song. Oh, what's that fucking Angel? Yeah. And like the conversation, Prayer 3, Damien, like that shit was so ill to me. So that was the inspiration too, was DMX having like the balls to be like that, like gangster, but like could still get spiritual with it. Which I'm not trying to be gangster and get spiritual with it. I'm just trying to show you like, yeah, I can get spiritual with it too. Because there is that side of me that's spiritual. So yeah, and I tried to just build off of that. I started putting the reverb and the echo, and then I was like, dude, put like the devil's with me under my vocals, so every word I say, you hear the devil like say it with me, like we're like reciting something, like we're reading like some crazy scripture from some prophet. I don't know. Like I wrote it, so it's supposed to be like, oh shit, and then boom, and then I go, welcome to the devil's advocate. The devil starts laughing. Bum 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 ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum bum bum ba-dum bum ba-da-dum. One more day crashes in. Bah! And it's like, I think it was like, oh yeah, this is fucking perfect, because a lot of people don't have intros anymore. I wanted to do skits. I just ran out of fucking time and money and energy to do some skits, because I was thinking like, it's kind of interesting how the first 7 songs are kind of like one act, and then the next 7 songs are one act. So I wanted to like, oh, you are now into Act 2. Because after Nightmare 2 into Dreamland, which is 7 and 8, Nightmare 2 is like this song that makes you want to like fucking cut your wrists and cry. And Dreamland is like a joke, like a stripper, my income's gross. You know, it's like fucking fuck around song. And I'm like, God, I don't want to put these here. I want to put like some skit breaking these 2 up, so I just extended the outro to Nightmare 2 before I came in with Dreamland. It's whatever. That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't. So nobody probably... I mean, people might be like, dude, why'd you drop Dreamland right after Nightmare 2? And dude, why are you talking about all these other songs in the Introspection one? And I'm going to be like, dude, you watched it? Okay, I'm happy. I wrote on my notes here to talk to when I wrote it on a couch in my house. My favorite line, I don't know. I don't know what my favorite line is for Introspection. Grace is given to the ones who don't deserve it. I just let... So here's the other thing I'll talk about. It's a 2-minute intro. It's long. It's like, I feel like for me, I listen to the Bill Burr podcast, and he always does that, like making fun of the Kardashians. For me, it's just like my makeup. It cracks me up because I think the same thing. It cracks me up as I'm laughing about it, talking to you monotone. It's so fucking funny. I will laugh on spot every time I hear someone say "for me." Watch. Ha! For me. Okay, I'm losing my mind. We gotta go. Boom, boom, boom. It's a 2-minute song. I talk a lot, and a lot of people in this fucking world go, come on, where's the music? Like, it took me so long to put it out, and then I just dropped 14 songs. And I feel like people can't handle it. It's like, oh my god, what song do I listen to first? Well, I ease in with 2 singles, and then boom, here's an album. Listen from Introspection to The Come Up. If you don't listen to it that way, fuck you. I don't care about singles. Listen to the album. It's structured in a way to listen from front to back. It is not structured in a way to skip this one and then fly into that one. Listen to the album. If you have favorite songs that you only want to listen to one, that's cool. I get that. Or if you think a song isn't good, I understand that too. There's songs that I skip because they're not good. But if you like every song, don't fucking flop around, put it on shuffle. The reason shuffle was invented is for these garbage-ass rappers. Don't listen to things on shuffle unless it's just your whole playlist. Fucking hate that stuff. Album listening. I created an album to listen to an album. I didn't create an album just for 14 songs I created. I created an entire CD to listen to. So a lot of people would think, oh my god, like, hurry up. It's the intro. I just want to hear a song already. This dude just keeps like going off on this spiritual shit, and then boom, it drops one more day. I've already heard this song. I want that. I want to piss you off. I want people to go, oh my god, like, I can't wait to hear the next thing, you know? Like, for me, if someone dropped an album like this, I would be like, play the next song. And then one more day, I would lose my mind. But it's like, it's catching me. It's like, oh shit, I have to listen. Like, I cannot, if I buy an album, I'm not skipping the intro. I have to, at least once. Now, if I go back in, I might start at track 2. Like the R.A. the Rugged Man CD, Legends Never Die. Sometimes I'll listen to the intro when I listen to that album front to back. And sometimes I'll just start right at People's Champ. That's just me. I get that if you want to do that later. But when you first buy it, you have to listen to Introspection, and then you have to listen to One More Day. And you're like, I've already heard One More Day. Introspection isn't even a song. Oh, there's definition of an MC. Boom. So yeah, that's the method to the madness. I'm trying to get people to be like antsy to like listen to music again. I'm so over it being like shoved down our throats. I remember the first song that did that to me. Smack that all on the floor, smack that till you get sore, smack that. You are a whore, smack that. Oh, put it in my hole. I'm just kidding. That's not how it goes. That's freestyle for you, Akon. Akon. I actually like Akon. I'm not trying to hate, but that song was fucking in like 2005. Oh my god, I remember being in the radio just smack that, smack that. Like you go to like 105.9, 97.1, this, that, the other thing. Every radio station you put on, smack that. It was like, holy shit, I get it, Akon. You want to smack that ass. We don't give a fuck. That's how I got with it. So now that music is pumped so fucking gnarly, you get all these dudes like, go listen to my SoundCloud, check my Twitter, oh my god, please go check me out, tell me what you think, spread the word. I was just talking about that at dinner last night. I am in that category of, trash rappers because of the internet, and it's really annoying. But hopefully one day I will prosper from being in that category, but right now it's fucking annoying because I have to be like, go check out my SoundCloud, like it's dope. And when someone says that to me, I want to fucking hit them in the face, throw up, and then go pee on their SoundCloud immediately. Hey bro, like me on Twitter. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Because you know how many times back in the day I would listen to their SoundCloud and go, every time. I don't think I've ever been impressed, ever. But I'm the person that I believe I have music that will impress you if you're into this music. So it's like, I have to be like, go check out my SoundCloud, it's dope. And I know everyone's just going, shut the fuck up. No one's SoundCloud is dope. You know what I mean? So that sucks. I don't know why or how I got here from talking about introspection, this like weird spiritual intro, a cappella, but we're here. So that's all I got. Why I wrote it, favorite line. My favorite line, don't have one. It's just an intro. I could probably find a favorite line for all the other ones. Who produced it? No one did. I did. My voice did. The devil produced it. Reverse guilty. Okay, I'm done. But I am going to record the definition of an MC, and I'm going to be in this. I got ass cheeks on my black tees. All these hoes keep grinding on me. No, it's on my white tees. All these hoes keep grinding on me. Spending every day of the night and the week. Keep popping them crispy white tees. Crispy black tees. I'm going to be in the same black shirt for definition of an MC. So it's going to look like I recorded it in the same day. But realistically, it's a week later. I only have 7 shirts. And I washed it. No, I'm just kidding. It is recorded in the same day. I'm that fucking lazy. I'm not going to do this once a week. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, like it, subscribe, comment, say, hey Chad, I like it. Or hey, efficient hip hop. That's my first and last name on Google. Efficient hip hop. Just to keep everything efficient hip hop, because back in the day it was, oh my god, I'm not even going to name the group. but it was 100 different things, variations. Let's say back in the day, my group name was Chad. It was Chad Official, the real Chad _ Tevin84. Oh, follow me on Snapchat at Chad Davis 28. Like, everyone's like, now it's just like, oh, I know, it's efficient hip hop everywhere. I wanted to just be efficient, but who knows if some fucking dorky Call of Duty player named his name Efficient. So I had to go Efficient Hip Hop. I know for a fact no one's named Efficient Hip Hop, so I could wipe that across the board. I hate social medias that are different because I used to have it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Spread this around. If you're interested in the album, stay tuned. You can watch One More Day. If you haven't, I'll put it in a playlist, and then Definition of an MC will be next. Peace.